Welcome back to Cliffieland. This is weekend country number 132 on our second attempt of cooking the food of every single country in the world. And tonight we're up to the nation of Palau. Palau, an island nation located in Oceania, shares maritime borders with the Philippines, Indonesia, and the Federated States of Micronesia. It is sort of like directly to the east of the Philippines and to the north of Indonesia. It is part of the Micronesia island chain, but not part of the Federated States of Micronesia. Now, in terms of its cuisine, it is pretty much typical of that of Oceania. You'll find lots of things involving taro and sweet potato and pork and chicken. And it is very specifically influenced by the food of the Philippines because of their shared colonial history with Spain. In fact, Palau was once occupied or claimed by Spain, and then Germany, and then Japan, the United States, before it finally became independent in the 1970s. Now, in terms of the food that you'll find there now, that's kind of tricky because seeing as it's really close to Asia and Australia, it gets a lot of tourists, and that means that chances are if you're in Palau, the food that you'll find there, especially in restaurants and such, will be Chinese or Japanese or Korean or British or some version of American fast food. So finding dishes that were specifically Palauan, and trust me, this is a lot harder than it looks, was kind of hard to come by, and I dealt with that last time. So let's see how things went when we tried this 4 years ago. Well, on the Global Cooking Challenge, again, like I said, I was really hard-pressed to find something that was very specifically Palauan. We get dishes from all over Oceania. There are lots of countries, and if you don't see the thing that you like from your island, hold tight. We're going to get to all of them eventually, and I'm sure you'll find something that's going to strike you as particularly authentic. But for this one, we wound up going with two dishes that we're able to find. One is a broiled fish, in this case grouper, where I combined two different recipes that try to approximate something from Palau, and it came out rather nicely. Now, normally that would be done grilled. We did it broiled. We don't even have a grill here anymore, so it came out okay last time. We're going to try to improve on it this time. And we're serving that with Taro Rosti, or pan-fried taro cakes. If that looks like something else you're familiar with, say potato pancakes, you're probably not far off, because you see, while they were one time a German colony in the early 20th century, the Germans liked their potato pancakes. And in Palau, you don't have potatoes as much as you have taro root. And so, hence the taro root cake. And we did that, and it was really tasty. Although last time I had the belief that malanga and taro are the same thing. They are relatives, they aren't exactly the same thing. So we're going to actually find taro root. We're going to try to improve on it this time. So at this point, we have to see what go into tonight's two dishes. For our Palauan-style broiled fish, we'll need 2 pounds of grouper fillets, 3 sliced garlic cloves, several slices of fresh ginger, several kaffir lime leaves thinly sliced, 3 tablespoons of sesame oil, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 scallions thinly sliced for garnish, and 1 large banana leaf, optional. And then for our taro rosti, or fried taro cakes, we'll need about 2 pounds of taro root, 1 onion, peeled and quartered, 1 teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of ground pepper, and 4 tablespoons of coconut oil. Well, that looks really simple. Not a whole lot of prep, so we gotta get cooking.
Cut off the hard skin from the taro and cut it into manageable parts. Grate the taro in a food processor or by hand if you prefer. Transfer the grated taro to a bowl. Grate the onion in the food processor and transfer the onion to a bowl. Then in another bowl, mix the grated taro and the grated onion and mix well. Add in the salt and pepper and mix that well. Lay out a clean dish towel and scoop the mixture onto the towel. Wring the towel with the mixture inside to remove the excess liquid. Then form fairly flat patties about 4 to 5 inches in diameter. Heat a skillet with oil at medium-high heat and fry the rosti about 5 minutes on each side until golden brown. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Rinse the fish under cold water and then dry with paper towels. Score the fish, and then into each score of the fish put a slice of garlic, a slice of the ginger, and a little bit of the lime leaf. Repeat until the ingredients are all used up. Cut an appropriate length of banana leaf and pass the banana leaf over a hot burner to soften it. Lay the banana leaf on top of a baking sheet and drizzle on some sesame oil and soy sauce. Place the fish on the leaf, sprinkle the salt on the fish, and then onto the fish sprinkle some sesame oil and soy sauce, and place the baking sheet in the oven and cook for about 8 minutes. Remove the baking sheet with the fish and turn the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Return the fish to the oven and cook for about 3 minutes more. Remove the baking sheet with the fish, turn on the broiler, and slide the fish under the broiler and cook for about 1 minute. Remove the baking tray from the oven and flip the fish, and place it under the broiler for 1 minute more. Plate servings of the fish, garnish with scallions, plate the taro cakes alongside, wipe plates and serve.
How did that all turn out? Well, it was really great. I'm real pleasantly surprised. The grouper was really nice. I did have issues with bones in it because, you know, a grouper steak like that is going to have bones. But it was cooked really, really well. The nice bit of saltiness from the soy sauce and the sesame oil, along with the aroma of the kaffir lime leaves and the kick from the garlic, gave it a nice combination of flavors. Really liked it. Gonna give the Palauan broiled grouper 4 out of 5 globes. Very tasty. And as for the Taro Rosti, that was really good. Just like last time, I was pleasantly surprised that something so simple, and you do have to remember to squeeze out all that water, but it was really, really simple, and it came out really, really nicely. I always have trouble making potato pancakes because, you know, I've got issues. But this time they were nice and crispy on the outside and tasty and perfectly cooked on the inside. So I really enjoyed it. Gonna give those 4 out of 5 globes. My question is though, if this is your native dish, do you put something else on it? I mean, we tried it with a mango salsa and sour cream, but I don't know what's normally done with that. So either way, they were really good. Try it yourself, find you some taro, but that does it for this little stint here in Oceania. Next week, we go back across the Pacific Ocean to have the food of the southernmost nation in North America, or Central America for that matter, when we have the food of Panama. See you then. And remember, if you'd like to see our streams live when they happen, follow us on Periscope or Facebook Live. Like and subscribe to be advised when these videos are posted. If you have any thoughtful feelings or helpful suggestions about the food that we're cooking, sound off in the comments. Remember, links to the original recipes, remember these aren't my recipes, are found in the About section. And tune in next time. Thanks for watching and happy eating!